Good day, this is E.T. here. I want to have a little poke at what is called the Greens, especially in Australia. I cannot speak about the Greens anywhere else because I couldn't be bothered looking. The thing is, the Greens are about the dumbest bunch of people ever gathered in one space. They know so little about science and engineering and technology, so little about geography and the world's history, so little about climate, so little about humanity, so little about cultures, and yet they want to tell everyone that they're the authority on all these things. We'll take the first issue, climate change. Whether the climate's changed by humans or not, don't worry about that. It's the economics of that they're trying to impose upon people when they are not willing to make any sacrifices themselves, but they want everyone else to be sacrificed for their beliefs. It's primitivism. They want all fossil fuels banned, and this is evidence alone of how really stupid and thick these people are. The fact, and it says the highest people with the highest education vote for the Greens. No, the people who've been graduated through university from jumped up pseudo courses vote for the Greens because they don't know any better, or they're quite mad. Without fossil fuels, anyone who understands the great industrial revolution of the 19th century didn't just involve Britain and the cotton trade or steel boats and that sort of engineering. The great breakthroughs were made in Germany by German chemists who refracted down from all the fossil fuels like coal and oil and gases and made the myriads, hundreds of thousands of chemical derivatives that are used to manufacture and process everything and anything we can think of, from this little camera to car tires to seats in cars, to TVs to screens, everything, to air sprays, to dyes, to paints, to medicines, to thousands of products and untold number of people employed, from the taking these things out of the earth to processing them, shipping them, refining them. All the millions of people that are employed rely on this for their economy, and that's how the world's economy has grown, through these, not just by the making of energy, but through the processing of the carbon and the chemicals that are locked up in what I call fossil fuels, gas, coal and oil and shales. They think they can get rid of carbon, decarbonize their society or the economy. It's impossible. Everything that is living is carbon. Everything. Babies are made of carbon, whales, fish. You can't decarbonize the economy without ridding the economy everything made out of carbon, which includes the people. But the Greens are into sacrificing people, because that's why they're into putting the electricity bills up so high that all people die because they can't afford air conditioning. But the same people say they care about the third world. They're creating, and because they care so much about the third world, they're creating third world conditions in first world countries. Look at America, all people camping now, like they do in sort of middle of South Sahara. The Greens are a bloody nuisance. They're so stupid they never say anything that is based in fact or logic. They never say anything and never allow a debate, because they know, and they know this for sure, there are people out there who can thrash a lot of them in debate. And all they can do is attack those people as misogynists or sexist or racist, or being an old white man is now reason to be attacked. Why? Why is different? What's difference between attacking an old white man and attacking an old black man? Nothing at all. Other one's protected because of political correctness, or one can be attacked because it's politically correct to attack the other. Are these people insane? Obviously they are insane, and they created this pathology of insanity that they revolve around. They created a universe that doesn't only exist within their own mind, and it exists nowhere else. A multi-universe theory. The Greens live in a universe they've created. It's totally artificial, totally abstract, and has nothing to do whatsoever with anything to do with the natural environment. They don't have a clue that humans are part of the natural environment, and we go through our development naturally through the challenges. We progress. You cannot force or coerce humans to progress the way you want, because that always causes a revolution or a counter-revolution or a backlash, as we've seen over and over again. But this time the Greens have attacked, the left have attacked education, so people do not understand what science is, and they're hoping to prevent a counter-revolution against these people, very cruel, insidiously dishonest people. They're trying to prevent a counter-revolution by having so many people go around the world ignorant of how the world is, especially in democracies, so they are involved with destroying the democracy itself, because they hate the most important thing democracy is basing, and that's free speech. It doesn't matter if it's woman speaking freely or a man speaking freely, they will attack them for speaking freely, because that's the last thing the Greens want, is free speakers. They're not allowed to speak freely. Well, they can, but when they do, they say nothing of any relevance to anyone outside their little circle, small-minded circle. Avoid the Greens. Never mind One Nation. Who cares? Greens are the dangers to this country. Greens are the true racists. They're creating racism against white people. They're creating sexism against white men. And white men who have stood against tyranny through time. Then the Greens are aligning with Islam against the people who've stood for freedom. Thank you. This is E.T. God bless you all.